What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Sideswipe the Boss, back at it again with another ranking. And today is going to be a little bit of a more heartfelt ranking, a little bit of a longer one, because just over 2 weeks ago, a show ended, one of my favorite shows to watch on TV. And with that show ending came the end of an entire universe. And that, my friends, is the CW's The Flash. And with the end of The Flash came the end of the Arrowverse. So y'all already know the drill. I'm just going to give a little retrospective and what the show means to me. Maybe I'll give some thoughts on the Arrowverse as a whole in the end. We'll see. And then we'll get into the traditional ranking of the seasons of the show. And make sure to let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of The Flash, how you rank the seasons of The Flash, and also just give me your thoughts on the Arrowverse as a whole. It's over, it ended, so I want to hear what you guys thought about this universe as a whole and, its impact on you and stuff like that. Let me know all that in the comment section down below. And if you do enjoy this video, just hit that like button, it takes 2 seconds, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Any support would be very appreciated. So I think over 3 years ago, a little bit over 3 years ago, I made my Arrow seasons ranked final update video. That'll be in the top right corner of the video if you want to go check that out. And I mentioned how the way I found the Arrowverse, the way I found Arrow, was through The Flash, because The Flash was the first Arrowverse show that I watched. So I was a mild Flash fan before the show came out. I mean, he didn't really have his own series or nothing, so my consumption of him was just through his cameos, different TV shows and stuff like that, like in Young Justice or Batman Brave and the Bold. Wally West was actually my favorite character on Young Justice before, what happened to him happened. But that's besides the point. I was a mild Flash fan, and then the show was announced and it caught my interest. I was like, oh, we're getting a Flash TV show, I better check that out. And that's what really started my whole Arrowverse journey. As I mentioned in my Arrow seasons ranked video, that I watched the first episode of The Flash, and then Green Arrow appeared in the first episode. I was like, oh my gosh, Green Arrow's already in this universe. And then the promo for the season premiere, I think, of Arrow Season 3 came on during the commercial break. And so, that's how I found Arrow, and the rest is history. But this is a Flash video, so let me stay focused. I didn't instantly fall in love with the show, but as Season 1 kept going, that love kind of grew and grew until I did fall in love with the show by the end of Season 1. Season 1 is, held up so high as one of the best seasons of The Flash, to some people the best season of The Flash, and one of the best seasons in any comic book TV show. And that's just kudos to everyone who was working on that show. There was so much passion and so much love and so much care put in to these characters. And while I still think that's true even in the show's later seasons, maybe not as much care, but I still think there's care put into it. It's just, there's no denying how great the show was back in its roots and its beginnings, and how popular it was, and the storm it created of so many Flash fans, including myself. Now, yes, like I said earlier, the show did vary in quality as it got into the later seasons, especially in the Eric Wallace era of the show. But I'm not going to sit here and hate on it, because I'm a half glass full kind of guy, and I'd rather remember the show for its positives than its negatives. I'd rather focus on what he did give us that was good, at least, than what he didn't give us, or what he did give us that wasn't that great per se. I'd rather remember the show for the characters that they gave us that we fell in love with, Barry, Iris, my boy Cisco, Joe, Caitlin, the different Welleses per se, and, even characters who didn't really get too much main focus, like Wally, unfortunately.
Why? 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 Why?
Jay, Nora, per se, Bart, and others that really made this show what it is today. And while the later seasons did, kind of point out to us the importance of a strong supporting cast, I'll always appreciate the show for giving us the characters that we did love and did enjoy. And that's just a kudos to those actors and actresses who really gave it their all throughout this 9-season run, or however long they were on the show. Like Grant Gustin, you'll always be my Flash, Candace Patton is my Iris West, Carlos Valdez is my Cisco, and all these other characters. They were just so good, or at least most of them were. Now, like I said earlier, this is nowhere near a perfect show. It has its flaws, evidently more prominent in later seasons, whether it's, acting, mainly from the supporting cast, visuals, writing. That's a big thing, writing. But it didn't sway me away from the show, because I love this show, and I finish what I start. So, sometimes it took a bit to get through some of those episodes, but at the end of the day, I still enjoy this show. I still love this show. I still love the character of Barry Allen, aka the Flash, and even though it might not have been the most satisfying conclusion overall per se, I will say that the last scene was satisfying, and it left me with a smile on my face, just thinking about Barry and, his journey throughout the entire show. And I can say that I'm happy with the way it ended. Maybe not overall, but at least that final scene. I'm happy with the way the show ended, just based on that final scene. And just like a note overall on the Arrowverse, without the Flash, I wouldn't have started the Arrowverse, and I wouldn't be the big DC fan that I am today without the Arrowverse. So I always appreciate, the Flash, Arrow, Superhero Legends, Black Lightning, and all the Arrowverse shows for making me the big DC fan that I am today. And, I always appreciate the Arrowverse. I always love the Arrowverse, and I'm definitely going to start my rewatch soon of all the Arrowverse shows. Probably like a yearly or bi-yearly rewatch or whatever. But, like I said, I always appreciate this universe for making me the big DC fan that I am today. And that's all thanks to The Flash. And yeah, sure, the Flash movie is coming up in about a week or so, and everybody's pretty excited for that. And, I'm going into it cautious, because I'm not really the biggest fan of Ezra Miller's take on the Flash, and the trailers haven't really gotten me super hype, per se. But I'm still going to go see it. I'm just going into it cautious. But, no matter what happens in the Flash movie, Grant Gustin will always be my Barry Allen, my Flash. And the Flash TV show is going to be the live-action quintessential Flash for me for a long time. I personally don't think that anyone will be able to top Grant Gustin as the Flash for me. It's because of Grant Gustin and this show, really, that The Flash is my favorite DC superhero of all time, and honestly, no one can take that away from me. That's why I always love The Flash, and I hold it up in such high regards. But yeah, that's just my little retrospective on The Flash, and, some thoughts on the Arrowverse as a whole, and what, the show and the universe as a whole means to me. Now let's get into the traditional ranking of the seasons of the show. Once again, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the show as a whole, what you ranked the seasons, do you agree with my ranking, and maybe give some thoughts on the Arrowverse as a whole. Let me know all that in the comment section down below. And if you do enjoy this video, just hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
This is so weird.
God, I love this place. I can't believe that's our daughter up there.
Nora shouldn't be here. She could Marty McFly herself out of existence. She needs to be with her parents 30 years from now, not us now.
Nora, I need to know.
My poker face is that bad, huh?
Please. Why'd you keep this from us?
I think I made a big mistake. I'm sorry.
And we can't let this get any worse.
Here we go.
Now let's do this. I don't have a suit.
Actually, I have a backup. Total fan favorite.
That's how we'll survive this.
There's as much beauty in this life as there is pain. You just have to look for it.
If you ever need help, just call. I'll come running.
I don't know why, but I feel like I can trust you.
I mean, we are like the Power Rangers of forensic science.
Usually we have to kiss first to make the ground shake.
I think we just time traveled. Well, that's not gonna be good, but great TV. Apparently there's danger in Central City.
Apparently.
Different can't be cured. We're here to stay.
Look at the man you grew up to be. Kind, good. So lead with love.
I'm always gonna have your back, no matter what. I won't let fear control me.
And I'm very proud of you.
I call it my map book. We can see what's coming before it happens. Iris, you're gonna get pregnant in 3 months.
This new speedster wants to build a time machine.
I swore I would make sure that we always had a future.
I don't want to know everything that's going to happen. I just want to be able to choose it.
You got a mutiny on your hands.
What do we have to lose?
The whole timeline will be at stake. I need your help to save the world.
I have nothing to live for.
Yes, you do. I'll show you.
John Barry? Nah.
We can do the impossible.
Flash.
Let's do this one last time.
Gotta go faster.
You want to drive this thing?
It's a Team Flash.
You are a mean lady. I'd like to smash them to bits.
I'll be ready.
Believe in the impossible.
Impossible.
That's impossible.
Well, that's the same. I am the impossible.
Stop shooting him! I'm not shooting him!
It's a party now.
Woo! I'm taking him to the hospital. No way, me too. With you.
Bart, focus on the plan.
Keep the future safe. We're both gonna make great heroes.
We'll make you proud, Dad.
You've leveled up.
What about the other ones who leveled up? If there's a killer out there, we need to find them.
30. 29.
You could just skip the counting and kill her, you know.
You have no sense of drama.
Oh my God, the whole timeline's in flux.
This is where it happened, where Dad was struck by lightning.
What you went through gave you the ability to believe when no one else is willing to.
You're asking us to believe in something impossible. Do you have a death wish?
No, I can do this.
You got this.
We have such an amazing future ahead of us.
I am done living in fear.
Time to ride or die, people.
Remember what Dad always says? No matter how fast you run.
Welcome to a world where anything can and probably will happen.
All of our lives are going to be on the line.
Welcome to Earth 1. My name is Cisco Ramon. Oh, great. Another angry one.
You want to tell me why the hell you were time traveling to begin with?
I needed to see this crisis for myself.
Seeing he will answer the call.
I don't understand you, Barry. You march towards death without fear. Where is it you get your strength?
People I love.
Please, Barry.
Suit's finished.
Your emblem, our badges, they're symbols of the strength that we're charged with. When we hear the call of duty, we're willing to make that sacrifice.
Oh
Flash, there are consequences to time travel. We're not gods. We're men who have been given extraordinary abilities.
Everything Earthlings.
Just kidding. I don't really talk like that.
A sense of humor. That's new.
At least something's an improvement in this timeline.
I've kissed Iris twice, and I have managed to erase both times from existence.
I hate it when that happens.
You guys want to train?
Let's train, speedster style.
You gotta think, anticipate.
What kind of hero are you gonna be? Are you just gonna take a do-over every time you make a mistake? Or live with them and move forward?
Barry, I'm falling asleep here. Can we level up or something?
You've always been my hero.
I'm gonna show you who's the fastest man alive.
There's no one who can stop us.
Out there is saving people. The driver who was shot said that a crimson angel brought him to the hospital.
You think because you can run real fast that you're invincible? You're not.
I know his weakness. This blur is a man.
I'm in over my head. This was a mistake.
He doesn't think he's capable. And as long as you continue to doubt him, he will fail.
Go stop him.
When I'm out there helping people, making a difference, you're all out there with me. We were all struck by that lightning.
What's that?
Kill the Flash. It's good to go out on a high note.
There you go. It's like you think these things just grow on trees or something.
Anyone close to the Flash, all of you, are in a lot of danger.
This team that you have here, I'm Patty Spivot, Kendra Saunders. They will follow your lead. They'll do what you say.
Now I'm all warm and fuzzy inside.
I can feel you out there. You don't yet know your destiny.
Never forget, I am the fastest man alive.
You wanna be me?